So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. And he's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about Wack. Wack, loose cannon, 600, and this internet stuff.
Niggas ever need me, I get them on their feet, we shaking back. I put in my own work and I send it here right now, I don't gotta touch that.
Spending long nights in the kitchen with a vision. Trying to make it stretch so you know I'm water whipping. Gotta drive slow when you go through Mississippi. She make it
DJ bandana.
Actually, we kind of crooked. There we go. All right, we good. Listen, we got to talk about it. Big U, I almost just fell. In the beginning of the video. Listen, Big U responds. It's the moment we all been waiting for. I'm not going to talk too long. We're going to get to the content. But before I say that, I want to ask you guys a few questions. Right? Before we dive in to this whole Big U, rolling 60, brick baby, loose cannon, indictment thing, right? I want to ask you guys a few questions, right? And on the live homies, the truth cannot be taken as disrespect, right? Before we get into this content of Big U responding back, I'm gonna play you the full content of Big U responding back. Before he turns himself in, Big U was about to, well, he said he about to turn himself in. I don't know how y'all do it. If I'm facing more than a week in jail, y'all gotta come catch me. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, if I know I'm facing more than a week, I'm not turning myself in. But anyways, I wanna ask you guys this, right? Loose cannon. Did we know anything about loose cannon? Did we know any of this stuff about loose cannon? Anything that was going on prior to Wack 100 bringing him to the forefront, right? We didn't know anything about loose cannon, right? 600 wasn't as big as he was, any of that, until he got with Wack 100, and Wack 100 kind of promoted and bigged up some of the things that he was saying about Big U, right? Wack 100, right? Brick baby, right? Perk baby, brick baby, whatever you want. You know what? That man locked up right now, I ain't never gonna call him Perk baby. No, he be on Perky 80s. I ain't gonna hold you. Brick baby be on Perky 80s. Perky 80s or fit gummies. That boy on something. But anyways, brick baby, right? He was on No Jumper. Survived a lot of little altercations, a lot of different scuffles, a lot of different things like that, right? Brick baby real legal troubles did not start until Wack 100 pointed out the fact that Brick baby may or may not have given up a little bit too many details in the situation with Little Durk in them, right? Another prime example, right? Situation, we know what, that's enough. I just want to ask you guys that question until we get into this content right here, because out of everybody that's like legally in trouble right now, right? Everybody that's legally in trouble right now, who are the only two people that's not even mentioned? Well, actually, I got a little paperwork, but we'll get to that in a minute. Who's not mentioned? Who's the two people that's not mentioned in any of this stuff that's going on right now, but who was the two people that was bringing all of this to the forefront? I ask you guys this. Hop in the comments, let me know. We about to get into this content. Just on a serious note, though, on a real note, prayers, and I hope everybody that's locked up, everybody that's in this situation, I hope you guys get a fair shake. I hope you guys are treated fairly in this situation. Just being a black man in America, we already treated differently and already treated unfairly. So when we do things wrong, allegedly, I just hope that we get a fair shake. I'm not saying just free everybody or whatever like that, but at the end of the day, we don't know who's guilty. We don't know who's innocent. Kind of let this thing play out. But you guys might want to subscribe to the channel. You might want to hit that notification bell, because like I said, on this channel, for a lot of the people that's new to the channel, this is a different type of channel. We're not just clout chasing. We're not just looking for views. That's why a lot of this stuff we didn't talk about until it actually came to the forefront, because at the end of the day, we're not police, okay? We're not law enforcement, bro. That's not my job. I'm not going and searching and, you know what I'm saying, getting to people's personal business and things like that myself. Now, if it happens to be on the internet and we talking about it and I can add my 2 cents to it, that's different. That's called being a content creator. What you guys are doing, though, trying to make sure that your criminal organizations are represented properly on the internet, and now your criminal organizations are going to be represented properly in the court of law. Let's get started.
I'm looking at this video as I come in to turn myself in, and I'm disheartened by the fact that they trying to say that I stole something from Developing Option, or I used Developing Option as a front. Developing Option paid my bills. They paid my house note. They paid the bills for my family, the money I made from as an employee for Developing Option. I never mixed that with nothing. I didn't manipulate nobody. I didn't steal nothing. We did PPP loans. We did 2 loans. And that's it, just like everybody else did. I didn't use no fraud. I didn't give none of fake names. And one of them we was paying back and one they forgave. You know what I mean? And the other one we attempted for and they didn't give us nothing for it. I filed my taxes, and them coming around telling me I was using development option as a cover. Cover for what? None of that's gonna be true. None of that's gonna be true. The government putting this big ass picture, they gonna arrest 21 dudes, some dudes I don't even talk to. I don't even know nothing about. So how the hell you gonna lump me in with all them? But it's all the big picture though. It's all the big picture. Now I'm gonna be sitting in here, it's gonna be years out of my life. Then you going to get dudes who I don't even talk to. What they gonna say? You ruining people's lives. I heard it's up with 21 people that's been arrested. This shit wrong. It is what it is. Church, just pray for me. Just pray for me, pray for my family. And you look at what we did. You look at what I did. I've been home 21 years. It ain't over though. That's what it's not. Blessings. So this is gonna probably be my last video. I'm gonna go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. And he's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about Wack. Wack, loose cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this fuck shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You just guilty because somebody else don't like you and then go on the internet and do what the fuck they want to and y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in though. Cause I ain't did nothing. This fact is, man, they done went to my house, kicked my houses in, bust my doors down, bust my windows. They calling my son at his football practice, threatening him. You know what I mean? These dudes tagging him. What kind of shit is this? But y'all gonna be rolling with these dudes. And I got this last thing to say. Wack said he was gonna destroy developing option, right? So who gonna replace developing option? Which one of you fuck niggas in the 60s gonna call yourself coming in? Because whoever try to come in, y'all the ones that's working with Wack. Believe that. So remove me to get me out the way for somebody else to come in who gonna cooperate. That's what the play is. That's what the whole play is. I'm out. I'm gonna send y'all videos to put up, all of them until they lock me up. I'm looking at all these charges on the news. I'm headed back to LA. And then I'm looking at the people they arrested. How you gonna go arrest people that I don't even talk to? That's a built-in liar right there. You know what I mean? So, is that how they gonna work the case? Everybody know I don't fuck with Cannon. Everybody know I don't fuck with Brick Baby. So if you want to arrest certain dudes, and put them next to me, them is the dudes you gonna have to call themselves turning against me. Well, ain't no turning against me. I ain't going for that. You might as well go get 600 and Wack. These dudes been saying I did shit all year. So what they doing is, they go on the internet, and these dudes say, that I did shit on the internet. Then when you say I did on the internet, they go investigate it. Now you raiding my houses, raiding my shops, raiding all this stuff. And talking about I'm committing crimes and covering up with developing option. What crimes am I committing to cover up with developing option? You know what I'm saying? I ain't committed no crimes and covered nothing up with developing option. This shit crazy. But this how they get you. They get one or two people to say something. Ain't gonna be no real evidence. Ain't gonna be no real nothing. It's gonna be a repeater thug. It's gonna be a bunch of people in jail for a bunch of different crimes that don't have nothing to do with me. They finna lump all of us up and say it's all around the 60s. Watch and see. We just seen it with Thug. I'm finna experience the same thing out here. I knew it was coming. Now they on there saying all this stuff to assassinate my character. Alright, man, just pray for me. And again, they can do any one of us. It ain't nobody safe with these dudes. If these dudes feel they want you, how they going around talking about somebody's gonna raid my house before my house get raided? How they there with the police? And y'all sitting there following them. Everybody that's a part of them shows and 100 shows and all them shows, and y'all need to, everybody who following them, promoting them, anything. Y'all wrong. Y'all ain't black. And y'all show ain't for our people. They can put charges against anybody.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. Big U look defeated. Big U look defeated. Big U look so mad, angry, and frustrated because he know that a lot of this is just like some bullshit because of people making sure that their criminal organizations are represented properly on the internet. As you can see, he's frustrated a lot with that. Now, I'm not saying Big U is innocent. And when you listen to a lot of the interviews and a lot of the like responses that Big U says, he never really says that he's not doing anything bad. He just keeps telling you guys to stop talking about it on the internet and to look after the kids and feed the homeless, bro. At the end of the day, the only bad things that we actually knew about Big U was things that these guys brought to the internet, trying to make sure that their criminal organizations are represented properly on the internet. Like, I still don't get this. Like, this shit keeps happening. Like ARAB, YSL, who else? YNW Melly. They hold it cool. Like, this happens so many times over and over and over again. And we keep doing, not we. Niggas catching Ricos, not we. They keep doing the exact same thing. At the end of the day, I tell you guys all the time, and this is serious. I don't know why people don't understand this, right? You could be a street nigga on the internet, right? You can come from the streets and get on the internet and get a bag, talking, doing consecration and all that, right? You could be a street nigga, get on the internet. But you can't be on the internet being a street nigga. If you get on the internet being a street nigga, you end up on the internet in news reports where niggas like me start doing videos about niggas like you because you want to get on the internet, talk about how I'm like that Swede, I'm like that, niggas know all that did this, and you doing crimes and shit in broad daylight on the side of a place where you work at. Guess who's not coming to save the day too? Guess who's not coming to save the day? No Jumper is hiring, guys. No Jumper is hiring. I promise you, No Jumper. Every couple months, every couple years, they just re-rotate new gang members, bro. New gang members. And they just forget about the old ones. You get jammed up for too long. You're not making that man money or making that man views. You out of there. Brick Baby, you're fucked, bro. You're fucked. On the live homies, you're fucked. But anyways, y'all hop in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about this. This is DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Well Connected, More Respected, Mr. Hashtag.
Niggas ever need me, I get them on their feet, we shaking back. I put in my own work and I sit in here right now, I don't gotta touch that.
Spending long nights in the kitchen with a vision, trying to make it stretch so you know I'm water whipping. Gotta drive slow when you go through Mississippi. She make it